prices are low. Play your cards right and win the dough on Card Sharks. And now, here's your host, Ricky Lake.
Thank you. Welcome to Card Sharks. It should be a great night. Now let's get to the cards. Ladies, if you will, seal the cards, please. We are starting our match with these two Card Sharks.
Thank you, Ricky Lake, and I'll take over from here. Welcome to Card Sharks, episode number 19 in season 2 of Card Sharks. Glad to have you with us. And if you saw last week's episode, you missed it. Ben swept the money cards on last week. He has won the $144,000 in last week's episode. And your total winnings right now, Ben, is at $273,800. So, Ben, are you ready to make it 8 in a row?
8 in a row? Wow. I'm shattering a lot of records. But the only records I haven't shattered right now are Gary's records. In finals.
Yeah.
If anybody dared broke one of my final records, I kicked your ass.
Right.
Oh, that's not going to happen, Garrison. Believe me.
Well, good luck to you, Ben, as you try to make it 8 in a row. But I think Matthew wants to stop you, don't you, Matthew?
I do, and I'm going to do it.
All right. You ready to go, Matt?
Yes, I am.
And he hosts his own version of Card Sharks. How's that going for you, Matt?
That's going good. I got to get back in the swing of things because Jay York is the champion on my end.
Jay is good at that game, ain't he?
Who he liked to face.
Yep. Well, good luck to you, Matthew. Y'all know the rules of the game. It's the best 2 out of 3 match, and this first game is worth $1,000, and the questioning always starts off with the champion, and in this case, it's you, Ben, okay? Ben, we asked 100 girls who are seniors in high school, be honest, when your mother talks, do you really listen? How many teenage girls admit that they really do not listen?
Come on. I think teenagers should listen to their moms. But the fact that they don't, wow, it's beyond me. Let's go in the low range and say 28.
You're going with 28, okay? Matthew, is it higher or lower than 28?
I'll tell you, when my sister was in high school, she was like a listener, and I was too. And I'll tell you this, if you do not listen to your parents, you're screwed.
That's true.
I'm going to say lower.
You're going lower. All right, if it is lower, you'll get to play your cards, Matthew. If it is not lower, then it will go to Ben, and anybody that hits it right on the nose will receive 10 $100 bills right then and there, which is $1,000, okay? All right, the actual number of teenage girls that admit that they really don't listen to their mother is 43. Is not lower, it's higher. So Ben, you get a chance at the cards. You have a jack. What do you want to do with that jack, sir?
I'll keep it, and I'll go lower.
He's keeping the jack. Lower than a jack. It's a 6.
Let's press on higher.
Higher than a 6. It's a king.
Lower.
Lower than a king. Oh, no, an ace. So you go back to your jack. Matthew's free chance at the cards. You have that queen you have to play off of.
Oh, that's a good card, and I'm going to say lower.
Lower than a queen. No! Those cards are mean. Those cards are mean. Okay, we go to the next question. It goes to you, Matthew.
Okay.
We surveyed 100 flight attendants and asked them, have you ever gotten airsick on the job? How many flight attendants have gotten airsick?
Why are you in the flight attendant business anyway?
Right.
Airsick. I think if you're in the flight attendant business, you better be used to flights. If you're not used to flights, go look for something else.
That's true.
As far as flight attendants who have gotten air sick, that's what you're asking?
That's correct. How many flight attendants out of 100 have gotten air sick on the job?
Oh, goodness. If you're used to altitude, then I think it shouldn't be a problem. But as far as those who get air sick on the job, I'm gonna be a total douche and say 50.
You're going with 50, okay. Ben, do you think it's higher or lower than 50, sir?
Oh my goodness. If I ever get air sick, watch out. I'm not going into the flight attendant business ever. Let's go higher.
You're going higher. Okay, let's check it out. The actual number of flight attendants that have gotten air sick is 44. It's not higher, it's lower. That's a high number. All right, Matthew, you have that queen. What do you want to do with that?
Keep it and go lower.
Okay, lower than the queen. No, a king again. Sorry about that, Matthew. Free chance. You have to play off the jack, Ben.
Wow, what's up with my opponent's cards, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Lower.
Lower than a jack. No, your cards aren't good either. All right.
What's going on, huh?
Yep. We go to our next question, and it's your question, Ben.
Yes, it is.
We surveyed 100 first graders and asked them, do you have one secret you never told anyone? Not even your parents. How many first graders said they do have a secret they never told anyone? We're asking first graders.
Oh, come on, man. Everybody's got a secret. Really? But I'm going to give you a straight answer right away.
Okay.
How about... How about 37?
Go at 37, okay. Matthew, higher or lower than 37?
Oh my God! If I had a first grader who had a secret that he wouldn't tell me, I'd get it out of him one way or another.
Oh yeah?
I think that kids shouldn't have secrets, especially if it's about something going on in school. So I'm gonna say lower.
You're going lower, okay. Alright, let's check it out. The actual number of first graders that said they do have a secret that they never told anyone is 41. It's not lower, it's just a little higher.
My.
Alright, Ben, you have that jack showing. What do you think?
What do I think? Let's go lower.
He's going for it. Lower than a jack. It's a 10.
What the heck? Lower.
Lower than 10. Nope, it's an ace. Free chance back to you, Ben. Matthew, you have that queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. It's a jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. It's a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. It's a 10.
I'll freeze.
Freeze. All right. Protecting his position. This is the fourth and final question. Somebody must win this play of the cards. So control is critical. This is your question, Matthew. We surveyed 100 people and asked them, when there's nothing good on TV at night, do you watch anyway? How many people said they watch TV even when there's nothing good on?
Oh, is that? Boy, that's pretty commonplace of me.
Yep.
As far as if there's nothing good on TV, I mean, what else can you do? I mean, for me, I don't watch a lot of TV outside of Law and Order and Forensic Files, and of course the game shows and Supercross as well. But I will say, as far as them who still watch anyway, I think that's going to be pretty high. I'm going to say 71.
Go with 71. All right, is it higher or lower than 71, Ben?
Whoa, wait. I want to watch anything good on television, even if it's on GSN, because it's nothing but Family Feud, man.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. What's going on with them? It's just gone downhill the last several years, man.
I agree.
I agree. And in this case, the answer is lower, hopefully.
Lower. Okay, this is an important decision. Let's find out right now. The actual number of people that said they watch TV even when there's nothing good on is 56. 56. It is lower. Now, Ben, you have an important decision right now. You have a jack showing, and you do have the power to change the jack if you want to, but you have 4 cards to go in order to win this first game. You could force it to Matthew. He has the 10. He does not have the power to change that card, and he has 1 card to go. Now, do you want to keep the control yourself or pass it to Matthew?
Let's pass it to Matthew.
Okay, you pass it to Matthew. Matthew, you have to call it right. If you mess up on this card, Ben will win game 1.
Well, I guess I have no choice but to go lower.
Lower than a 10? No, the game goes to Ben! Well, you got another $1,000, Ben. $274,800. You win this next game. There'll be 8 games in a row. Now we're ready to do game 2 of this match, and this game is worth $2,000. And Matthew, you need this to stick around. And this is your question, Ben. We surveyed 100 bachelors and asked them, have you ever cried yourself to sleep over a woman? How many bachelors admit they have?
Yeah, I have.
Garrison, I don't think you're part of that poll.
Just over women, trust me. I have cried over women sleep.
Since when?
Since none of your business.
Yeah.
That's the answer I was looking for, Garrison. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's none of your business anyway.
Well,
Also,
these men sure have some hard feelings. But
Yep.
They have cried themselves to sleep. I'm sure a majority have. So I'm going to go with 66.
Going 66. All right, Matthew, higher or lower than 66, sir?
oh gosh, crying yourself to sleep over a woman. Wimps.
Win by minutes.
I've never cried myself to sleep over a lady.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I really want one either. I think that's kind of like a little minuscule thing to cry over. So I'm going to go lower.
Lower.
Hey, Matt,
Okay.
I guess that makes me
What's that make you?
a weenie.
Oh.
Wow. Well, we're about to see who cried themselves to sleep over a woman. The actual number of bachelors that admit they have cried to sleep over a woman is 36. It's a lot lower. Good job, Matthew.
Yes.
Matthew, you have a 7 showing. What do you want to do with that 7?
Oh, I have to change it.
The 7 becomes a jack.
That's better. Lower.
Lower than a jack. It's a 5.
Let's go higher.
Higher than a 5. It's a king.
Lower.
Lower than a king. It's a 5.
Higher.
To win the second game in $2,000, higher than the 5. No, you go back to your jack.
Are you kidding me?
Wow, these cards. Well, you getting lucky, Ben. Free chance you have the 7.
Maybe I'm getting too lucky here. Let's go lower.
Lower than a 7. No, it's a jack. All right, that's no progress. But this question do go to you, Matthew.
Okay.
Matthew, we surveyed 100 actors who appeared in daytime soap operas and asked them, on the soap, have you ever thrown a drink in someone's face? How many soap opera stars said they have?
Oh my gosh. I have no comment on this because I have never seen a soap opera at all.
Really?
Not even Judy's Hospital.
Not even one. I'm gonna say 13.
Going 13. What do you think, Ben? Higher or lower than 13?
Let's go higher. Just because,
You're going higher, okay. The actual number of soap operas that said they have thrown a drink in someone's face is, or I meant to say, the actual number of actors that have said that they thrown a drink in someone's face is, it's only 9. It's not higher, it's lower. Good guess, Matthew. Okay, Matthew, you still have the jack showing. What do you want to do with that?
Oh, why don't I change it this time?
Okay, the jack becomes a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. It's a 7.
Freeze.
Keeping Ben away from his cards, and we go to our third question, and it goes to you, Ben. If you turn a person into the IRS for tax evasion, the IRS will pay you a reward of 10% of the money they recover. So we surveyed 100 people and asked them, for $10,000, would you turn a friend into the IRS? How many people said they would snitch on a friend?
Wow.
Deep question.
Yeah, it's a very good question.
Yep.
And I'm going to come up with a very good answer, hopefully. Let's go nuts, 50.
You're going with 50, okay. All right, Matthew, higher or lower than 50?
I think if you're really a friend, you may do it or you may not, but I think it may be like a luck of the draw. But I think knowing a friend, they probably may do the right thing and do it, but in spite of that, I think I'll say lower.
Lower. Okay, let's check it out. The actual number of people that said they would snitch on a friend anyway is 15. It is lower. Good job, Matthew. Matthew, you have that 7 showing. What do you want to do with that 7?
Oh, I have to change that.
The 7 becomes an 8. Ooh, sorry about that.
Oh, gosh. Higher.
Higher than an 8. It's a king.
Yes, lower.
Lower than a king. It's a 9.
Freeze.
All right. Freezing on that 9. Keeping Ben away from his cards. This is the 4th and final question. Somebody must win on this play of the cards, so control is critical. This question is to you, Matthew.
Okay.
We surveyed 100 married men and asked them, does your wife cut your hair? How many married men say yes, their wife cuts their hair?
Rodney, what's your case?
No, she doesn't cut my hair. My mom used to cut my hair and I stopped that.
My grandpa cuts my hair.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this: if for the wife to cut the husband's hair, oh no, I hate to be in their shoes.
Wow.
Regardless of the answer, anyway.
Yeah.
I think that may be pretty small. That's why I'm gonna say only 19 of them.
You go with 19. All right, what's your answer, Ben? Higher or lower than 19?
You know, I got to tell you, I pay good money to get my hair cut by a female barber.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course. I don't know if I told you that before, but I do pay good money, and she gets good tips, too.
My
Really?
name's Betty.
Exactly. Let's go higher.
Going higher. Okay, let's see what happens here. The actual number of married men that say yes, their wife do cut their hair is 15. It is not higher, it is lower. All right, Matthew, you have an interesting decision. You have 1 card to go in order to top this match and get $2,000. You have a 9. You can change that 9 if you want to, or you can force Ben to play off his 7. He has to go all the way. So what's your pleasure, Matthew? Do you want to keep the control or pass it to Ben?
I have always wanted to say this. Karma's a bitch, Ben.
All right, Ben, you have to go all the way. If you do go all the way, Ben, this will be your 8th win.
Watch this. Lower.
Lower than a 7. No, it goes to Matthew. $2,000 for Matthew. Now we go to our 3rd and final game. This final game is worth $3,000 and will determine who will go under the money cards for $144,000. And this question goes to you, Ben. Ben, we surveyed 100 people and asked them, if you fell down a poorly maintained stairway at a friend's house and broke your leg, would you sue your friend? How many people said they will sue their friend?
Probably a lot of people. Probably a lot. Yeah. Let's go. I don't know. This is very important. This is very, very important. I gotta think about this.
Yeah.
Strategy all the way. I'm going to say 45.
Go at 45. All right, Matthew, higher or lower than 45?
I don't think they're going to be that cold. I mean, I don't think they'll be that cold, like I said. I think they'll probably just kind of put it behind them. I'll probably just go lower than that.
Going lower. Okay, let's check it out. The actual number of people that said they will sue their friend if they break their leg because they fell down the stairs is 9. Good job, Matthew. It is a lot lower.
Yeah.
Matthew, you have that queen showing. What do you want to do about that?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm gonna go lower.
Lower than a queen. It's a 2.
Higher.
You'll be the new champion, Matthew. If it is higher than a 2, you did it, Matthew. We have a new champion. Matthew, you have $5,000, and in just a second, you'll be playing the money cards. Ben, you have nothing to hang your head over. You have won $274,800. You'll definitely be in the tournament at the end of this season, okay?
Hey, Matthew, I gotta say something to you. Good job. And Rodney,
Yes, sir?
I'll shake your big hand right now, may I, sir?
Yes, I can shake your hand. Let's do that right now. Shake hands.
Okay. There, shake hands. Can I shake Matthew's hand too?
Likewise.
Yep. Good job, Matthew. $274,800. So that's,
And I'm a killer.
yeah, that's gonna be tough.
And, yeah. Well, Rodney, I'll see you real soon, all right?
All right, Ben. See you soon. Well, Matthew, you beat a giant killer right there.
Yes, I did.
So how you feel about that?
Now I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Mr. Hull!
All right, you know how these money cards are played, Matthew, do you?
Yes, I do.
All right, well, we're going to get right to it. Let's open up the game board.
Let's get to it.
Now, as you know, Matthew, the $5,000 is yours to keep no matter what happens. And I just want to explain the rules to the home audience. What Matthew is going to do, we're going to start Matthew with $1,000. He's going to work his way across the first level, predicting whether those next 3 cards are higher or lower than the ones before it. And then we're going to bring him up to the second level, where we give him another $1,000 of new betting money, and he'll work his way across those 3 cards, predicting whether those cards are higher or lower. As you know, Matthew, $50 is the minimum bet until you get to the big bet, in which you must bid at least half. And in case you have problems with your cards along the way, there's 3 help cards on the side of the game board in case if you need that help, okay? And,
all right.
And you must, and you can only change 1 card per line. You know all this already. All right, pick a number between 1 to 52 and we'll get started.
20.
Go with 20. All right. Once the cards come up on the board, we're going to give you your $1,000, Matthew.
Okay.
And here we go. For $1,000, your opening card is a queen.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. I will go. I'm going to bet the farm lower.
Everything lower than a queen. Good job, a 9. You have $2,000 in a 9, Matthew.
Let's change that with number 2.
Okay, he's changing the card with number 2. All right, the 9 becomes a 7. You have $2,000 in a 7.
I'm just gonna I was hoping to do a clean sweep here, but I'm just going to do 50 higher.
Okay, going with the minimum bet, $50 higher than a 7. An ace, $2,050.
Then the farm lower.
Of course it's lower. Everything lower than the ace. You got a 3, $4,100. We bring you up to the second level, give you $1,000, and you're up to $5,100 in a 3, Matt.
Let's keep the 3. Let's go for $5,100 higher.
$5,100 higher than a 3. Good job. $10,200 in a 10.
800 lower.
Okay. $800 lower than a 10 is a push. No win, no loss. You still have $10,200 in a 10.
Change it. 1.
Okay, he is changing the card. The 10 becomes a 5. You have $10,200 in a 5, Matthew.
Okay. I feel pretty gutsy on this, and I know I may get some hint of craziness from people. On a 5, $9,800 higher.
$9,800 higher. Good luck, Matthew. $9,800 higher than a 5. Yeah, it's a 6. You have $20,000 and a 6, Matthew. Now the question is, do you want to keep that 6?
Bye-bye. 6.
All right.
No way.
We'll change it with number 3. The 6 becomes an 8. Now, Matthew, here's the situation. You have $20,000. You must bid at least half or $10,000, but you can bid more. What's your big bet?
I'll take half of it higher.
All right. This is for $30,000, or you'll go home with $10,000 higher than an 8. No, but you still have $10,000, Matthew. And we won't take that away from you. So we add your previous winnings of $5,000. You have $15,000. Not bad. It's still not a bad total. And we're going to take a break right here, guys. We'll be right back, and we'll do episode 20 right after this. And don't go away.